Hey everyone, Steph Beckett here at ISE 2022 live in Barcelona. I am here at the Logitech booth here with Scott Wharton. How's it going?
It's fantastic. Great to be back.
It is great to be back. And just looking at your stand right now, it is busy, busy, busy. So it looks like business and everything has been great for you, even though the show hasn't been open for that long. I think like 2 hours now, but everything is looking really great for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's transformational for us. ISE is always our biggest show of the year, but we tripled during the pandemic, and we launched a ton of new stuff, so it's just a lot to talk about.
Yeah, so I want to start with that because that is a big thing to do during COVID-19. It is so commendable that you guys tripled your VC size from 2020 to 2021, which is, I think, just, a lot of UCC stuff because all of a sudden, people who weren't really needing stuff to use Zoom, they were needing it to use all their different collaborative products. So tell me a little bit more about, really, really taking that time to work and grow.
Yeah, I mean, I think first of all, video, people said before the pandemic was nice to have, it was growing, but I think what we realized that it kind of changed everyone's lives. I think we know that. I think part of it is we just focused on creating great products that were simple, easy to use in mass market. Like one example I think we're going to talk about is rAVe, and just the idea of appliances, how we take all these different pieces and we collapse them into something that is super simple, high quality, easy to use, reasonable price. And that's a great combination that's just taking off.
Y'all have also had really successful television campaigns, like getting Lil Nas and Lizzo, so also getting that younger crowd interested in using your products too. Yeah. So y'all have just had amazing things on the horizon. Are you introducing anything new here at the show?
We're not introducing anything new that we're announcing, but we have so many new things. So rAVe and rAVe Mini, we're just now shipping Logitech in Europe, which is people are very excited about that. And we have a whole bunch of other things, Tap Scheduler, Tap IP, so just almost our whole product portfolio that we really announced in the last 12 or 18 months that we haven't even shown anybody yet. So this
is the first time that everyone's getting to see this, pick it up and demo it.
That's right. And also, I was here at ISE 6 years ago, and we had a 10 by 10 feet stand. So this is
quite different.
Quite different. And then at that time, there was only 6 years ago, people were saying, Logitech, why are you here at ISE? This is not the mice and keyboard show.
And now everyone's saying, Logitech, of course you're at ISE.
Of course we are. We're the video conferencing company.
Exactly. So we have a rAVe bar over here, correct? I'm interested in talking a little bit more about that because that is one of Gary Kay's favorite products. He loves the rAVe bar. You have 3 sizes, correct?
We do. We have a small, medium, and large. So we have a rAVe Mini that's really designed for small rooms or huddle rooms. We got a rAVe bar that's designed for medium-sized rooms. Then we have something called rAVe Plus that's really designed for really big rooms, special table shaped and so on, because companies want something for every size. They don't only want for something for small rooms or large.
So I am interested. We can walk over there and look at it really quick. So I am interested in talking just a little bit more about this because people are really wanting all-in-one solutions right now. People don't want to have to use a bunch of different things. They want something that just works.
That's right. So I think there was a revolution that we started some years back where we took these very complicated video conferencing systems and then we moved to simple USB and Windows. And it really drove the price down, made it easier and more accessible. Kind of the challenge though is, if you think about it, Windows was not really designed to be a video conferencing appliance. So we really built everything from the ground up and collapsed everything. Essentially put the computer in there, so it's kind of like a mobile phone inside the video bar. So Android and Zoom, Microsoft, Google, et cetera, are running on there. So it's much easier to install, easier to use, easier to maintain, where you don't have the computer box, cabling, et cetera, but with all the high quality. So you can see here there's also an optical camera. So it's unique to the industry. We're the only ones that have that. I think part of what people are blown away by, it's elegant, it looks good, but the quality of it is, I would argue it's now the best in the industry.
And
I'm biased.
Just a little bit. So tell me a little bit more about in a hybrid environment, because right now we're living in a time where some people are joining the meeting from home, and then maybe you'll have 5 or 10 people join from a conference room. So this is going to pick those people up, but you can also, of course, use this in tandem with Zoom, Teams, or anything, so you will get that experience of the people at home.
Yeah, the way I was described it is pre-pandemic. Most people are dialing in from rooms, and maybe you had one person dialing remotely, but you didn't care about them. And then when you started sharing content, if we're honest, it was kind of hard to see back in a room, and So it really wasn't a great experience for the remote user. Now, granted, it was better than audio, but it wasn't that great.
Yeah.
Then you're in the pandemic, and we're all in these equitable boxes. So that worked well too. When we go to a hybrid world, it's actually much harder because now you're trying to see into the back of the room, but now you have all these people remotely going, hey, my experience is not that great. So if you notice here, we have a second camera on rallybar, and we have one on rallybar Mini, and we're the only one in the industry has it. It's a special camera only for AI. So you could be zooming to the left on something, but it will pick up the wide room, and it will do all the auto framing and moving everything around, so you don't need any stupid remote control anymore. So it will do things in a smart AI way, so picking up auto framing or being able to do speaker tracking, and ultimately the ability to just pick people out without having to, know. It's like a smart director.
So then those people at home, so speaking to meeting equity, which is, giving everyone joining a meeting the same experience no matter where they are joining the meeting from. This is going to allow those people at home to see who's speaking, so it's not like they're just looking in a room and having to guess that maybe it's this person who's kind of hidden behind this other person or who's talking and what do I need to be following right now. This is going to allow them to really stay engaged in that meeting.
Yeah, in many ways, our vision is we told people we want video to be better than being there. So if you think of like a sporting event, it could be good watching when you're in the stadium, but sometimes like sitting high up, you can't see that well. And in a sporting event, it could be better. So if you think about it now, you're at home. Let's say you're looking into a big conference room with 12 people. If you have the right site too, where you're tracking the person, you may actually see them better or hear them better than sitting way back in the conference room where you can't see or hear them as well.
I kind of like that idea of let's not make it just as good, let's make it better.
Yeah, just as good. Well, that's not a good enough bar.
And, especially because hybrid is not going away anytime soon. I personally believe that we will be working in a hybrid environment for the next 5 to 10 years before everyone comes back into the office, and maybe not even then.
I don't think people are ever going back into the office the way they were. I was reading an article last week in the Wall Street Journal saying, yeah, maybe it's not 3 days a week, maybe it's 1 or 2. So we're going to need to figure out a way. There are always going to be some people remote. I think even in a new world where you're hiring, you're not always hiring people where your headquarters is. Now people are all spread out. So this problem is going to become more acute. So I think it's the number one problem that we're working on solving. And it's not only a hardware problem. It's hardware, it's software, it's seeing data. So I think the sporting analogy is right, because if you think about it, sometimes it's just you want to stay at home and you just get a better experience.
And you guys are a company that really looks at the big picture of that. So y'all are not looking to say what's going to solve this right now. We're looking at what's going to solve this in 10 years, 20 years. Like, you guys are a company that, in my personal opinion, is always thinking forward and adjusted to the pandemic much better than anyone else did. Hence why you've tripled in size.
Yeah, and I think also we have this end-user centric view of the world. So some people may say that's not enterprise grade, but I think to the extent that we're really thinking about what the end user wants and the IT manager, I think that gives us a leg up from a design point of view, because you design things for human beings, not for some mythical, enterprise solution.
Right. Well, if for anyone looking to come and check y'all out, you were in Hall 2 here at ISE until Friday. But where can people go to find more information if they're catching this from home?
Logitech.com, logitech.com/VC, all your social media outlets, so check us out.
Well, thanks so much, Scott. It was great checking in with you guys and catching up. It's been a long time.
It's been too long. It is great to be here, so great to see you in person.
You too. And don't forget, for more coverage on our end, you can go to ravepubs.com/ISE 2022. We'll see you next time. Bye.